Less than a third of our people live near watchtowers. People feel more hopeful when their neighbors are there to maintain safety and order. Yeah, we're working on it. When are they going to dismantle this damn thing? Get back to work. Child labor. Lol. There's no like priority button in this game. You can't tell them do this task first, which usually doesn't take them that long, but it is worth noting. If I put up too many tasks, I can end up not having stuff happening when I want it. Generator power upgrade, right. And what was it that I needed to research? I forget. Here, we definitely need to start this production immediately. What happened? Oh, look at this, look at this. It changed the sprite for my generator. Cool. So now it's upgraded, which means I can run it at a higher temperature in all heat zones, but I don't want to do that right now. In fact, we might want to decrease the range setting until we know that the coal production is in place. Here. It will produce coal pile, yes. Okay. But where? Where? Something about efficiency. When you're right, you're right. Oh, here we go. Absent. Ah, because they're not working yet. Efficiency over here. Here we go. People order. Watchtower there. New research. Generator efficiency would be nice. Is there anything more pressing? No, I think we will go for that. Should save us a lot of resources in the long run. Coal thumper. We got a hydroponics. I think we have 2 hydro engineers in the chat right now. So if you guys are here and you want to enlighten me a bit, is this a real thing in real life? The coal thumper? It pumping water into the ground to, I think the idea is to wash coal to the surface. Is that a real thing? It seems like it could be. I just never heard of anything like it before. Coal thumper washes the precious resource to the surface, forming a pile, so it just like ends up on the ground. You would think that they could like optimize the system so that immediately it gets put into instead of dumping it on the ground, you could dump it into like a container or something. Oh, it like literally just slams the ground. It literally thumps the ground. Not surprising. Here, get to work. Watchtowers built. As promised, you build the manned watchtowers to maintain order in the city. Hope rises. More than half of our people live near watchtowers. Okay. And now, let's see. All of these tents here are not covered. So what I would want to do is move more people to this area over here where I have coverage of the utilities, right? Something like that. Fracking. Oh, that's what it is. Fracking. I've heard of fracking before, but no coal thumpers. Fracking. Okay, it's not the same thing. So this is like a steampunk thing. Basically, is what you're saying. Ah, and here's the coal piles. Okay, so then we would want a gathering house. Here, resources, gathering post. Covering that. And I suppose right next to it makes the most sense, right? So... there. Oh, what do we have here? We need workers manning the public house. I don't know why my game does this. It's heated enough. Good. Public house built. Hope rises. A public house has been erected in accordance with the new law. People are anxious to let off steam in the house of respite. Ooh. Fancy pants. Yeah, okay. There's still 18 number of Londoners. Londoners have an advantage over our forces where we can thwart some of their actions. Okay, so it's still like bad. Which means I might want to dismantle a tent in here to get coverage on the rest of the people here. So I'll dismantle this tent there. Building, again, I'm building a lot of stuff at the same time here. Oh, we've got some people waiting. The hole in the snow cliff leads to a small chamber. Someone lives here, but the lonely human figure we saw from afar has disappeared. It might be the sole survivor of Winterhome. Food rations, wood, and steam coals. Explore. The refugee from Winterhome. The man we've seen from afar was nowhere to be found. Searching his burrow, we found a diary of a scientist who fled Winterhome. After the starving city fell into chaos, its leader, an army captain, appointed himself an absolute ruler. Oh, sounds familiar. He tried to impose order using force. Plenty of people, disgruntled, deserted the city, and most of the others rebelled against him. Right. Haha. Alright then. We have gathered quite a few resources here. I'm not sure if we can lose them if we fuck up, so I'm a little bit wary of going on here. We can see a faint wisp of smoke coming from a patch of deep shadow at the base of a small hill. It must be the entrance to a cave, an inhabited cave, a shrouded cave. And here, Freshwater Springs. We can see distant glimmers of sun reflected on the surface of water. Unfrozen water here points to the presence of Freshwater Springs. It's so close, you know, that I feel like it would be a missed opportunity not to go and look at it. Okay. We're not really ahead on steel or anything like that. I just remember that we can have 2 gathering posts aligned with this coal thumper thing. So I think we should. So I think, I mean, compared to the coal mine, this will take, what, 30 people to have this production going, compared to maybe 10 people in a coal mine. So this takes a lot more workforce, but I have plenty of people available, so I think that's fine. But that's the major difference. Probably the coal mine is also even more efficient even then. Hey, fixed the name issue. Nice. Now you're thinking with names. I still want to research that factory so we can produce more cool stuff like automatons. Oh, I love that it leaves these tracks. Nice. Oh, and here we can employ children. Perfect. we have found a job for the children. So that, going back to the thing that I was just discussing about taking more workforce, it's actually digging into a pile of my workforce that I was not otherwise able to employ. So this is perfect. Low risk of falling ill, that's fine. Except the temperature is about to drop. Right. That's gonna be fun. We need to build another watchtower here. And at that point I think I have coverage of at least 75% of my people. Yeah. There's a little bit more. We'll dismantle this tent and move them over to the bunkhouse over here, to a bunkhouse over here. There. Now I'm wondering though, I don't think this is gonna be enough coal production. 2 gathering houses at the same time with coal, honestly, that's more than we've ever had. So maybe I'm wrong about that. It's probably going to be fine. Right? Employ the children. And here we will employ some workers. But we are now running into not having enough workers. So my first fix... maybe we don't have an easy fix. I think we do need everyone on the job, but I can employ an engineer there. So now everyone is employed for the first time in a long time. Almost all of our people live near watchtowers. This one only covers 3 tents. That feels like it was a bad placement then. Okay. How did I see the coverage before? Before I was able to bring up all the houses, all the tents that were covered and those that were not. Oh, that's when I clicked here and then order here. So we got two buildings that are not. So I say we dismantle those. And then it will be full coverage. Which ones was it? These 2 here. Dismantle. Dismantle. And I have enough resources that I could just build bunkhouses. There. Research is ongoing. Isn't it? Yeah. When there is a whip, there's a way. What do we have here? The Londoners gain more followers. What? People join the Londoners. Assholes. I don't want to lose 27 or 26 people. It's not part of my plan. Doesn't work into my schedule. How dare they have will of their own? Scouts have reached the Freshwater Springs. Several pools are kept from freezing by a hot spring deep underground. Patches of hardy lichens cling to the bare rock at their edges. It looks like a good place for a hideout. There's survivors here. Oh. Degenerated but alive. Near the Freshwater Springs, we met some refugees from Winterhome. They are a sorry sight, and seem to be completely unmoved by the fate of their city. Asked what kept them from starving, they look away, then mumble something about eating lichens. You're right. I'm sure these are not bad people at all that would eat each other. They have 7 children and 22 workers. Okay. See, this one might be one where it's actually smart to leave them behind, because we have little cannibals here that I'm bringing back home. But it's fine. What's wrong with the research? I think they're just not working right now, right? It's free time. It's 97. How do we whip more people then? All of our people live near watchtowers. Like, it literally cannot get more coverage. Right, it's getting colder now. Great. Some buildings I think will shut down unless heated. We are at 55 coal now. Great. Can we get the coal production up and running now? It's going now. Thumpers are alive. Yep. And now we use 10% less coal. So I think we'll be fine. Overdrive couplings. Allows us to raise the temperature of all heat zones by 2 levels when the overdrive is put into overdrive. I've not used this overdrive thing and we can't afford this. Exploration and industry. We could upgrade the scout sleds. That would be nice. They are taking a long time to reach the far edges of the map now. So I think that's a very sensible upgrade. Maybe it's Steam Coal Thumper 2, but I'll do that soon. One absent, okay. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. Okay. I'm wondering if I build another watchtower. If I think what I need to do is to beat the 26 in order to completely shut down the Londoners. Which means 3 more watchtowers. Which we can afford, but I don't have the workforce. I'm gonna try it out just to try it out. Let's see if it works. So like there, and here. And just do that. We can just not employ them if it's not necessary. But I'll build them and we'll see what happens. Coal production is live. Yeah, we are shooting up in coal immediately. Very good. Good, good, good. And we rode it really close, though. Here we go. So I would need to steal employees from other buildings and such to satisfy the watchtowers. We're gonna try it out. So none. That gives me 9. We can shut down a hunter's hut here a little bit. There, 15. I guess 2 of them are children, so there. Lighter scout sleds already researched. Perfect. Then there's the factory. Oh no, I know what we could do. We could research the hunting tactics, which costs me fewer employees to do hunts, and that would amount to 20 people less employed. So that is a very nice goal. What do we have here? Neighborhood watch. Timely intervention. Sir, A child climbed the generator, slipped and fell, but was thankfully caught by a neighborhood watch member who was on patrol nearby. Propaganda is what it is. He then escorted the child to his mother and gave them both a good talking to. It could have ended with broken leg or worse if it weren't for our watchmen, and neighborhood commented. We're lucky to have them. And I'm glad it ended well. Don't mind the people whipping your neighbors behind the shed. So, the Londoners have no advantage over our forces. We can almost always stop them. Aha! So, I think that is what we needed to do in order to beat the Londoners. And I do not want to let them go. I will make them stay. Yeah, coal is shooting back up. Everything is fine, which means I can now probably turn on the next heating level, and that would cause fewer sickness, or less sickness. But sickness is under control, and we haven't had a death in about a week, so I don't see why we would. Scouts returning. No, they are arriving at the coal mine. Speaking of coal. The coal mine is automated. Its engine is pressurized, but the mining has stopped. The snow around it is untrodden, and an eerie silence hangs in the air. Okay. More coal than we can use. Sounds nice. This coal mine was in operation until very recently. The machinery isn't running now, but there doesn't seem to be anything wrong with it. Perhaps the mine simply extracted its quota or filled the loading bay. We could retrieve plenty of raw materials if we took the machinery apart. We would get plenty of resources, but we won't be able to restart the mine anymore. See, that's what I thought. We can probably install like an expedition here, like in the other city, and then get a coal production from here. But 2 steaming cores also seem nice. Sounds nice. No, I'll take the stored coal, and we will try to send an expedition here. Now they are waiting. I say just go home. Well, they could go to the Frozen Grove, sure. Because I don't need that coal right now. We have fixed the coal shortage. Bunkhouses will help with the heating. Something I should look into maybe is upgrading my steel income. So we have maximized the buildings that I can build, so we need to do some sort of research to help. Such a ridiculous concept. I love it.
Night is coming. Put down your tools.
There are people who do not have homes. Okay. Bunkhouse. What do we have here? Cold homes. Captain, some of our people are concerned about the low temperature in their homes. Quite sensibly, they point out that it's easy to fall ill when it's cold, and ask you to address the problem. I will. In fact, heating 19 cold homes within 24 hours. Within 24 hours. Are there wild animals in minus 40 degrees? You know what? I thought about that earlier, and I have not really made up my mind. I'm sure there are some, like penguins, seals, certain birds, maybe? But then I'm running out of idea. Polar bears? But the idea that I can build an infinite amount of hunting huts seems like a little bit ridiculous, because surely there can't be that many animals. Snow hares, snow leopards. just to add snow before anything, like as a prefix. Snow leopards, snow hares, snow foxes, snow humans, snow bears, snow wolves. Snow cats. Let's heat all homes. How hard can it be? All cold homes. Very cold. They're chilly. Secure at least livable conditions, not chilly. Chilly is not enough. Ooh. So if I upgrade this one there, that did not do a whole lot. What if I overdrive it? Doesn't seem to change it. Oh, that changes something. Okay, so I can pretty easily get livable conditions in the inner circle here. I think I will fail this quest though. I did not realize we had to go to livable conditions. But let's attempt it. So, because now I promised it, right? That one there. This one. Here, and then one more. We can always shut them down later. No. Here. Oh, I am out of steel. Great. Great. Perfect. This should do it if we can build that. So let's prioritize it a bit. Roads. Oh, I've already assigned roads here. Okay. What we could do is we could take some people off of a sawmill, for example, so that we have more workforce actually working on housing and building stuff. Heaters, steel, yeah. Book of Laws is ready. There's the normal laws, which I don't think... I have been thinking about getting the extended shifts and child labor, obviously. But let's look at purpose a little bit again here. We got a morning gathering. We'll gather each morning to make sure our goals and priorities for the day are clear to everyone. Morning gatherings will be slightly raise hope from time to time, and hope will rise slightly. Okay. So a little bit of assembly. And then we got guard stations. An organized militia will maintain peace and order in our city and help us deal with anyone who might threaten it. This is more my style. Guard stations raise the hope of people living nearby. They lower the discontent of people. You can use guard to break up protests. Huh. See, this requires more commitment from me, where the morning gatherings is just a passive bonus. So we start with that one.
Hear me, hear me.
As I'm already working on some projects here.